The central government has announced implementation of the 27% reservation for OBCs in all India medical quota for both undergraduate and postgraduate admission, be it for MBBS, BDS. Joining us now, Dr. Hari Ganesh, an MBBS doctor who is now preparing for his NEET for his PG admission, and Dr. Kirti Varman, a postgraduate doctor. Thank you very much for your time. Dr. Hari, if we can start with you, how important is this 27% reservation for OBCs?
Sir, if not for this OBC reservation of 27%, around thousands of OBC students will lose their PG seats this year. For the 8,000 students have lost their PG seats because of not implementing this reservation by the government of India.
Doctor, in your view, what is the danger if OBC reservation is not followed?
If this was implemented, nearly 5,000 to 7,000 postgraduates of OBC must be benefited every year. So they have been denied a reservation from 1986 to this 2020-21 till this, and repeatedly we have been asking for many years. Tamil Nadu.
Who got these seats in that case?
See, that seats were given to the open competition. So this has been a great betrayal for OBC candidates for many years, and this is very proud moment and a historic moment, because this OBC reservation in all India quota is very important, because all these seats, 50% seats are taken from every state, and every state is contributing their 50% seats to all India quota for union government, and that it is very important that equal sharing must be given to every state candidates. That is very important.
Who gets these seats in your view?
Sir, people from affluent communities, people who are rich can go for these seats. If OBCs are not included, only the upper caste and those land owning caste, when compared to all India, only the land owning caste and the upper caste will get all these seats.
Now, you have finished your MBBS already. Don't you feel equal that you'll be able to compete without reservation? Tell me about your family background. How important is this kind of reservation in your case?
So I come from OBC caste, and I come from a humble background. If not for OBC reservation, I studied my UG in Tamil Nadu reservation only. If not for Tamil Nadu UG reservation, I would not have got a government college seat. In Tamil Nadu government college, the fees is just 13,600 rupees. When compared to even other state government colleges in other states, Tamil Nadu government fees is very much cheap.
Are you a first generation graduate?
Yes, sir. I am a first generation graduate. If not for, if I had to study in a private college, I have to spend around 10 lakhs for every year.
Now, you had availed reservation for your graduation. Don't you feel competent to fight without reservation? Don't you think at least after you avail this for your graduation, this should stop?
Sir, actually reservation was introduced for social empowerment of people. This is not for economical empowerment of people. Reservation is just representation of each community in government of India positions. We could the percentage of the share of OBC, even though OBCs make around more than 50% of India's population, the share they get from government of India and the perks they get from government of India is very, very much underrepresented.
Now, there are many people who argue that this kind of reservation compromises on quality of doctors. We may produce doctors with low caliber. How would you respond to that?
See, any reservation cannot compromise the quality of education, medical education, because the medical education is a thing which you enter the medical education and you study and you clear the exams and you show your performance and you come outside with the degree. Okay, they are not going to reduce the pass percentage mark for every reservation quotas for SC, STs or OBCs. Anyway, everyone is going to clear the pass mark, everyone is going to clear your practical exams, clinical exams, and anyway they are going to get the degree, and everyone are equal after completing the degree. That is the point here.
Hypothetically speaking, after you finish your post-graduation, do you think for your children, you will be able to manage with a reservation? Do you think this reservation should stop after one generation that avails this?
Sir, actually there is creamy layer system for OBC in India, but until there is caste-based oppression in India, they are not even giving reservation. Just This year only they are going to implement OBC reservation. Without even implementing reservation, how could we even think of cancelling this reservation for our children? First of all, we have to treat the patient. Without giving treatment to the patient, just after admitting the patient for 4-5 days, how could we expect the patient without treatment to get up from the bed? OBCs
You
are...
mean to say there is oppression even now? Do you face oppression?
Yes, sir. In all India level, OBCs are facing caste-based oppression.
In Tamil Nadu, do you face?
In Tamil Nadu, because of the social justice and as reservation has been implemented for the past 40-50 years, the caste oppression the OBCs face has very much decreased. But the SC/STs are still facing heavy caste oppression in Tamil Nadu also.
Are you quite confident, doctor, that this year the government would definitely implement this?
Yeah, I'm very glad after getting this news that 27% reservation have been given in all India quota, and I'm very confident that government would do this, union government as well as state government will do this, and I'm very proud that Tamil Nadu state government had been doing as a front line, and it is fighting for legal by doing many legal approaches, and this comes in the concept of Samuganidhi, Samatvam and Samadharmam by a great leader of Tamil Nadu, Thandai Periyar.
Thank you so much. Two young doctors giving their perspectives on the 27% OBC reservation in medical admission, particularly for seats surrendered by the states. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find Your TV.